Oh, hello there. I just want to preface this video by saying that if this video is at all relatable to you and you have such friends who are showing these toxic traits, it's not to say that, oh, you'll still love them for it. No. Consider this a PSA. If you're someone who has a hard time letting people go, like I do, and you have such people in your life and you just can't seem to let them go even if they don't make you feel good about yourself, I hope with the help of this video you're able to let go of the people in your life who are possibly showing any of these traits, because if you keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, it's going to start affecting your own mental health. Don't be a naive dumbass like I was, because you deserve better. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. I know my beanie does not really go with my look, but I didn't wash my hair, so please go with it. Number 1 is the cheap opportunist. So this is the type of friend whose sole purpose is to hang out with you and be your yes man just because you're providing them with something. Whether it's money, free food, free Wi-Fi, drinks, whatever it is. It's one thing if the friend needs help once in a while, but if they have literally no shame in constantly taking from you when they know that you're someone who has a hard time saying no, it's really not worth it. Dude, my mom is such a pain in the ass. We had this huge fight and now my mood is totally ruined. Oh, I was gonna go grab some dinner. Do you wanna go out and have some drinks? It's on me. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, dude. I don't know what I'd do without you. You're the best.
Later that same evening.
Hey dude, I don't feel so good. Do you wanna go grab a few drinks? On top of that, say one day you need help, maybe even financially, and they're doing really well for themselves, suddenly they're nowhere to be found. Or maybe they will be around, but at best they will sympathize or pity you. At best. They won't even offer to help you even once. Hey dude, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. How's everything? To be honest, I'm not really doing that well. I lost my job and I'm not able to make ends meet. Oh dude, really? That is so sad. I hope things work out for you, man. If you have a friend like this, let me tell you that their financial status is not your burden. Don't let them take you for granted just for a little bit of their company. Number 2 is the seasonal fruit. This person is not a friend. They're a giant question mark. Once upon a time, you made a friend, maybe at your new workplace or in college, who was totally your type of person. Going out for brunches, coffee sessions, Netflix sessions, shopping, whatever, they even hype you up in front of their other friends and their family. Film, you have no idea how much I love spending time with you. Guys, you guys need to know how much she means to me. She's like the bestest friend I could ever ask for. That is so sweet. Nobody's ever said that to me. You guys develop a solid friendship for a significant amount of time, and then one day, out of nowhere, without a warning, without a heads up, they just stop talking to you. They stop asking you to hang out, the daily phone calls and texting stop, and you just have no idea what you did wrong. Hey, we haven't chilled in a while. You want to go out for some coffee? Hello? You there? Are you busy? Do you want me to text you later?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
But when you meet them in person, they act like nothing's wrong, like they did not ignore your existence for all these days.
2,000 years later.
Oh my god, hi Film, I missed you so much. I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, I couldn't even text or call you.
Okay.
And one day they might even hit you up asking you to hang out with them. You get really happy, you go out, you guys start talking just like old times, you get hit with nostalgia, and then, after a while, you stop hearing from them again. And this vicious cycle keeps repeating over and over. Don't confuse the seasonal fruits with those kind of friends whom you have an understanding with, where you guys check up on each other once in a while and you guys are chill like that. Because those friends will not hype you up like you're the bestest thing to ever happen to them, and neither will they only talk to you or meet you when it's convenient for them. I understand that trying to figure out if these people are your true friends or not is pretty confusing and a bit of a task, because even though they show toxic traits, they come off extremely polite. But that's just a tactic, and honestly, if you're doubting a friendship, it's probably not good for you. Number 3 is the flake. This friend is similar to the seasonal fruit on how they treat you, but in a different way. So when you guys are texting or on a phone call, or if you guys are spending time together alone, they will tell you how much they love you, how much you inspire them, and just constantly be very sweet. But Veronica, I'm gonna call this friend Veronica. Veronica has these other set of friends who aren't even aware of your existence because Veronica never talks about you. In private, they will commend you for your skills. They will tell you how proud they are of you. But publicly, they will never show you their support. But somehow, they have no problem showing support for those other friends. It's as if you're a gigantic embarrassment to them. It's like you're the guilty pleasure. They secretly enjoy your company, but they don't want the world to know. I'm sorry, but you should be given the respect that you deserve instead of this half-ass treatment. Number 4 is the narcissist. Yeah, I know, I should be fired from coming up with names. This kind of friend is pretty detrimental to one's mental health, so I'd suggest that if you do have a friend like this in your life, you should consider letting them go as soon as possible. This person's sole purpose is to constantly rant, and they will not stop for a second to ask you how you are or how your day went. Not a chance. They just want you to listen to every aspect of their lives, and they just need you to agree to everything they say. They are extremely manipulative. They will make you believe that whoever crosses them or has a difference of opinion from them is a horrible person because they can do no wrong. And if you ever disagree with them, they will do everything in their power to make you and everyone around you believe how wrong you are and fill you with this wave of guilt which you shouldn't be having in the first place. They have a God complex, hence they will not help you or bring you happiness of any kind as a friend should. So please stop making excuses for them. And number 5 is the apathetica. Do you have a friend whom you genuinely enjoy spending time with? They always make you laugh, they always seem to support your dreams, but the moment you're upset about something, poof, they're gone. They just don't want to deal with any kind of negative energy at all. Which is a really shitty thing to do as a friend because you're not always going to be happy. You will have bad days and that's natural. If you're someone who sucks at comforting or advising people, at least listen to what they have to say. Don't casually ghost or ignore your friend when they're clearly upset. Another version of the apathetica is someone who always tries to rationalize your emotions. Like if you're clearly mad or upset about something, they will ask you to grow up or tell you that there are worse things happening in the world or call you stupid or a wimp and basically make your issues seem extremely trivial. Basically, they act like you're this profoundly pessimistic person who always makes a fuss over absolutely nothing and make you feel terrible about yourself. These kind of people are extremely harmful to have around, especially if you're someone who suffers from mental health issues. When a special person in your life is completely disregarding your feelings just because they're not going through it themselves, that person is not your friend. Let's just say this is part 1 because God knows there's all sorts of toxic people in the world. Before you leave, I would just like to say one thing. If throughout the video you felt like I was being petty or that someone has to be completely oblivious to not notice these traits in a friend and get rid of them, well, let me tell you that a lot of people just like me did not have a lot of friends growing up, so we tend to let people walk all over us and give them the benefit of the doubt every time. So if this video helps anyone out there realize or give them the courage to let go of a friend who is potentially toxic, then that's amazing because it's better that than have their heart broken and then have their trust in people hindered completely. If you have watched this far, comment I deserve better. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.